The second most frequent asked question I get from SaaS founders is when should I focus on backend optimization and what in the hell is a backend optimization? Hi, my name is Nikita and I founded MoonMeet agency to help SaaS businesses grow using our own ad scaling system. In the last year, we generated over $500,000 using our own system, and without any more introduction, let's get straight to this video. So, when should you focus on backend optimization and what in the hell is a backend optimization? Now, in front of me, I have this image generated by our own AI agent where I fed it with information that we use every day from our SOPs. So there is front end and there is back end. Now, what I've seen so many times is people confuse front end with back end optimization. And not only that, so many people focus on front end for small wins that they neglect the back end. And because they neglect the back end, account is actually not growing, but it's stagnating or it's just maintaining for months and potentially years. So what is front end and what is back end optimization? Well, simple front end is your ads, your concept, everything that's related on your ads manager. And backend is how you make sure that your value is maximized to your clients, your customers. So for front end, you'd see ads, CTR, CPM, cost per lead, cost per action, cost per result, stuff like this, ROAS, return on ad spend. And for backend, you would see your appointment setting, your retention, your lifetime value, your customer journey, where simply means all of these are designed to make growth for your business possible. And why I get most of the time is, Nikita, we should run more ads. Nikita, we should try different offers. Nikita, we should try different campaigns objectives. Nikita, maybe we should cut the budget because it's not performing that well. Nikita, maybe we should not do this kind of ads. Nikita, we get a slightly higher cost per result than we would like to have. True, I get all of these questions all the time. I think about 5 times a week I get them. But here's what's important. Most of the times it's not an ad problem, it's a backend problem. So for example, we have an ad that's performing decent. You might not get the best results. Maybe we're optimizing for $100 cost per acquired client and we get $120. Okay, you get 20% more cost per action. Your CTR is fine. It's about 1% as we optimize. Your CPM is also fine. Your cost per lead, or let's say cost per sign up, cost per trial, it's fine. And your return on ad spend is also fine. And then we have a monthly meeting and then you think that this is not performing well. And you're trying to make all of the changes, create new ads, try to push just for some small results, when actual truth, you should focus on backend. Because would you rather care about having a lower 20% cost per action or having a higher lifetime value? If you are choosing lifetime value, you're correct. Because let's say it costs you $100 to acquire one client and the same client costs you a year $100. You're just getting one-on-one return on ad spend. What you should do instead is focusing how can you increase your lifetime value? Where can you upsell the client? Where can you keep the client for longer? Where can you make sure that the customer is so satisfied with your product or service you're selling to them that you're gonna stick with you for forever? Just taking into consideration all of the biggest brands you see on the market nowadays. Nike, Adidas, Amazon as a company. You see all of these people just return and buy over and over and over and over and over again. They don't need new advertising. They know your product is good and they know your service is good. And why would they go to someone else? They would be your loyal customers forever. And that's what I'm trying to tell you here. Don't focus always on ads. Focus on backend optimization. And here's exactly what I would do, honestly, if I had to focus. So let's say I would optimize for acquiring clients as every company is doing most of the time. I would check what's my landing page. I would check what's my conversion rate. Is my conversion rate within KPIs or not? If it's not KPIs, let's say I have a 5% conversion rate from all of the new trials that come to my store. I have a 15% conversion rate from all of the trials that I get from my website to paying customers. What you should do here is you should think, how can you improve this conversion? How can you get it from $15 to 20 to 25 to even 30 to 40% of conversion rate? This is your goal. This is your mission. This is your goal. This is your objective as a SaaS company who's looking to grow. Because if you get right now $100 cost per acquire new subscription on your website from someone having a trial and then buying, well, if you just increase the same, or increase with only 5 or 10% your conversion rate, well, you don't get 5% more conversion rate. You get 50% more results, 20 or 100% more results. Because if you had that 15% conversion rate from free trials to paid users, and now you have a 30 will you get 100% more results without changing anything at the ads level. You're just making sure that your landing page looks better, has a higher user experience, and it's easier to convert. The same happens for customer journey. You have to figure out exactly where in that. Maybe you should focus on keeping your client not for only 1 year, but for 3 years, 4, 5 years. Because when you look back, if the same customer that you paid $100 to acquire stays 5 years with you, and the lifetime value per year is $100, and he stays with you for 5 years, will you get a 5x return on ad spend? Sure, you don't get it instantly, but in time your bank account is growing. And if you just want to have a nice looking return on ad spend, instead of having a healthy bank account that's growing over and over, then maybe you should consider focusing on your bank account rather than, because if your focus is only on return on ad spend and not your bank account, well, maybe then you should reconsider that, because at the end of the day, you care about how much money you have in your bank account and not exactly what's the best return on ad spend. I've seen this happening over and over again. I have a question, well, what's the return on ad spend? Now sure, in the first month we spend $100 and we get $100. But when I say to the client, well, your customer is staying for 10 months with you, and we actually brought you back 10x return on ad spend. But you're gonna see it later because the customer has to pay you every single month until you start to see those results. So that's why you have to push away emotions, you have to turn on your logic, you have to turn on your smart decisions, and you have to have patience. So this way, ladies and gentlemen who love advertising, is exactly what's the front end and back end optimization. Now, if you'd like to know more, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel and check my other SaaS education videos. Like this video, comment what you like the most, or if you have any more questions. And if you'd like to have a partner to help you scale your SaaS business using our own ad scaling system, then go ahead and check the link below and book a meeting with me and my team. And let's see if our system is worth your time and how we can help you grow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.